Okay, so just start standing. Have the circle down to the side for a moment. We're going to use it for the majority of this class, but I want you to just ground, to stand tall, to become active in the stance and to become aware of the stance. So where the feet drive down, where the inner arches lift, where the thighs lift, where the glutes squeeze, and then where the deepest, lowest abdominals pull in. So where the tummy flattens, where the lower rib cage draws in, where the arms fall down by the side, and find that engagement underneath the shoulders. So find that closing underneath the shoulder blades. Find the space across the collarbones. And then take a big full breath in through the nose. And a big breath out through the mouth. Just drop the chin into the chest. And if you want to, roll the neck all the way over to the right. Release through the neck. Let the chin come back into the chest. And then take the neck over to the left. Big rotation, big circle. Take it all the way back round. Chin into chest. And then release the neck. So gaze forwards. Keep the back of the neck neutral. The chin parallel to the ground. So we're not adding any stress or tension to the back of the neck. Then reach down for our circle. So grab your Pilates circle. Now it's most likely got 2 pads for your hands. I want you to place the hands on those pads, but have the fingers out long. So you're just holding the circle in front of you. Try not to wrap the fingers round. So there's a bit less tension through the wrists. Now extend the arms out in front of you, but try and find that squeeze underneath the shoulder blades. Now as we start to move, you're going to imagine that you're stood against a wall behind you. So your back is in the position now that it's going to stay in through the next few exercises. So as you reach the arms up, try not to curl into the lower back. So you might not go all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the circle back down. There can be a slight squeeze through the hands. You'll start to feel it into the arms and the chest. Inhale, reach the circle up. The harder you squeeze, the harder it will be. Keep thinking about drawing the lower ribs in and then lower it down. So just move with the breath. Your inhale takes the circle up. Keep pulling the navel in. Try and keep the spine still. Exhale, draws it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draws it down. And now we're going to add a roll to this movement. So inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine forwards, curl through the spine, reach all the way down to the floor. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest, send the circle out in front of you. And then exhale, circle back down to the floor, roll up through the spine. Keep in control, drawing the deepest, lowest abdominals in, all the way to the sky on the in-breath. Exhale, chin to chest, roll it back down. When you get to the bottom, inhale, look forwards, extend the circle out in front of you. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor, roll up through the spine. Inhale up to standing, pulling the belly button in. Exhale, chin to chest, roll through the whole back, so curl through the spine. When you get to that forward fold, inhale, send the arms out in front of you, lengthen through the side of the waist. This will be our last roll up, so take the hands down, curl up through the spine, and then inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, and exhale, just settle the circle down in front of the chest. Now take the circle, move the feet out slightly wider. You're going to place the circle so the bands of the circle just touch to the inner ankles, just above the inner ankles. Place the hands onto the hips. Now slightly tilt the pelvis back, so send the tailbone under, find a squeeze through the glutes, find some squeeze to the circle. This is going to really challenge the ankles and the inner thighs. Inhale, you're going to rise up to the tiptoes, and exhale, just lower the heels down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. 4 more there. So inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one to lift. Exhale to lower. Now lift to the tiptoes. Keep the pelvis where it is. Bend the knees lower down. So hold that half squat position. Inhale, reach back up to the tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees again. So you're keeping on the tiptoes, bending into the knees and hips. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Keep drawing the navel in as you rise. Sit to the toes as you lower. Last one, rise. Rest the heels as you lower. Just release the hands. Give them a shake. Take a big breath in and out. I'm going to repeat that, but add a pulse. So rise to the tiptoes, hands to the hips. Tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Now inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, bend the knees and pulse for 1, 2, 3. Rise, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Pulse for 1, 2, 3, and rise. Keep squeezing the circle lower and pulse, pulse, pulse. Rise, lower, pulse, 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 and rise. 2 more times. So lower, pulse, 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 and rise. Last one, lower, pulse, 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 and rise. Carefully lower the heels. Relax the arms. Take a breath. Maybe roll the shoulders down the back. Now you're keeping the circle there, so we're still working the legs. I want you to transfer the weight to the left leg. Keep tension on the circle. So you're standing on that left leg. Pulse the right leg in. So slight squeezes into that circle. Go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the right foot down. Transfer the weight. Pulse with the left. Pulse, pulse, pulse. So whilst you're planting that right foot and working the right leg, you're going to feel it on the inside of the left thigh. Go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the left and pulse for 10, 9, 8. Start to bend that left knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transfer to the right and pulse, pulse, pulse. Start to bend that right knee. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Stand. Just release the arms down by the side. Now there's one more exercise, bringing all those components together. So hands onto the hips. Inhale, rise to the tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. Pulse for 1, 2, 3. Rise. Lower the heels. Weight to the left foot. Pulse for 5 with the right. 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot down. Pulse with the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back to center. Rise to the tiptoes. Bend the knees. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Rise. Lower the heels. Weight to the left foot. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot down. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This exercise once more. So to center, onto the tiptoes, lower, bend for 3. Pulse 2 and 1. Rise, lower the heels, weight to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the right foot, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the feet together, reach down, take the circle out. If you want to, give the legs a little shake. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Reach down, take the circle, so just grab the circle, take it into both hands. Now we're going to work on the movement and the extension through the upper back. So have the feet in a nice neutral, easy stance, so they're about hip width apart, the knees can be soft. And as you hold on to the circle, I want you to again think about just the heels of the hands. So take the circle out in front of you, your contact is the heels of the hands. Now take a big breath in, draw the circle towards the chest, lift through the chest. And then as you exhale, push the circle away, round the upper back. At the end of that movement, wrap the fingers around, hold on to the circle. Inhale, pull the elbows out as you lift the circle to the chest, lift the chest to the circle. Exhale, hands push into the circle, round the upper back as you draw it away. We've got 6 more, so hold on. Elbows out, chest lifts, nice big breath. Exhale, push the circle, round it out. Inhale, hold, lift, open the chest, lengthen the sides of the waist. Exhale, push and round into the upper back. 3 more, hold, draw the circle in, lift the chest. Exhale, push into the circle, round the upper back. Hold. Inhale, lift the chest, open the chest. Exhale, round and push. Last one, bring it in. Lift it close, take the elbows as wide as you can, wide across the collarbones. Exhale, push into the hands, round into the upper back. And release. Now take the circle behind the back. So you're holding the circle behind the back, in the heels of the hands, into the palms of the hands. Now small pulses. Feel the work into the back of the shoulders. We're pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring it back in front of you. Get ready. We're going to do 5 of those movements into the upper back. So circles in front of the chest. Push the circle as you take a breath out round the spine. Inhale, hold on, lift it towards the chest. Exhale, push away, round away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push and round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push and round. Inhale, lift. Take the circle behind the back. In between the hands, start pulsing. See if you can squeeze more than you squeezed before. Find the work into the triceps, the shoulder blades. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the chest proud. Go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. Place the circle down. Give the arms a little bit of a shake out. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Okay, so you can come down onto your back. Gonna lie on our back with the knees bent and the feet planted. You've got the circles in your hand. So again, it's in the palm of the hand. Now take the feet don't want to be super close to the hips. You can extend them a bit further back so the legs are a bit more relaxed. The first exercise we did was trying to keep the back flat as we reach the arms overhead. So we're going to recreate the same thing here. So flatten the back, draw the abdominals in. The circle reaches up to the sky. Now as you inhale, how far can you take that circle back? And it might not be all the way overhead. Exhale, bring it back above the chest. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, bring it down. So you're finding that work into the chest and also using the abdominals. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, draw down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it back. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach away. Hold this one. Pulse the circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold that circle there, your lead on your back. Point the legs up towards the sky. Keep holding that circle. Single leg extension. So point the right leg away, lengthen the right leg away. Keep both legs long. Bring the right leg back in, take the left leg out. Hold it, lengthen the leg, find more stretch and switch. Hold it, keep breathing, navel in and switch. Navel in, chest working, abdominals working and switch. Go for another 5, slightly quicker. So switch, 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 switch and switch. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug the circle around the knees, just hug the arms in. And then place the circle down to the side. Going to place the feet again to the floor, but this time the heels can come in slightly closer. We want the heels underneath the knees. Take the arms down by the side. Push in to the shoulders, the triceps, the hands. Now we're going to roll up and down the back really slowly. You should feel this into the abdominals and into the glutes. So take your time. Make sure you can find the engagement. Start by drawing the navel in and very slightly lifting the tailbone. Now that movement becomes a bit bigger and the lower spine starts to lift, then the middle back and then the upper back. Pull the navel in, roll it back down. So upper back, middle back, lower back, hips. Take a breath at the bottom and curl the tailbone under. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Squeeze the glutes, hold it. Keep squeezing the glutes. Release it back down. So roll through the upper, middle, lower and hips. Take an inhale. On the exhale, curl the tailbone back under and roll up, roll up. Roll up, squeeze the glutes, push into the feet, draw the navel in and roll down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Release, roll back up. So really feel that movement as you roll up. You should be squeezing the glutes, drawing the abdominals in. Hold this one for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it back down. If you want, just give the knees a rock from side to side when you get down. Now we're going to add the circle into this exercise. So bring the circle just above the knees to the inner thighs. Make sure you've got space. So you don't want to be squeezing it so hard you're straining to just hold it. Give yourself maybe a bit more room between the feet. Now arms can stay down by the side. You're going to roll up through the spine. When we get here, you're going to squeeze the inner thighs for 10, 9. So pulse that circle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the circle, rise to tiptoes. Hold it, navel in, glutes on. Hold it, hold it. Lower the heels, roll the spine back down. Release it to the floor. Tailbone tucks. Roll up all the way through the spine, holding it up. Pulse that circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Rise to tiptoes. Hold it. Navel in. Glutes on. Knees stretch away from you. lower the heels, roll it back down. We've got one more. So roll up through the hips, through the lower back, middle back and the upper back. Start to squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold to tiptoes, tailbone under, glutes on, knees stretching away. And then slowly heels to the ground. Roll the spine back down. Bring the circle in between the hands. Now you're going to have the circle reaching back on a diagonal line like we did for those leg extensions. So you can take the circle back overhead. Try and pull in the abdominals. Now change the position of the feet so the soles of the feet are together and the knees are out to the side. So you're pushing the soles of the feet together, the outside edges of the feet into the floor. Frog pulses through the hips here. So you're going to tilt the tailbone under and pulse the hips up, lower them down. Pulse the hips up, lower them down. You're holding that circle up and away so that you also get work into the upper abdominals. If it's too much, let the circle go. Trying to find that contraction into the glutes, that work into the glutes. So go for another 50. Release. 14. Release. Keep going, pushing into the feet. Feel it into the glutes. Go for another 10. 9. Make it strong. So really make sure you connect and squeeze for 7. 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release it down. Take the circle out to the side. Give the knees a hug in. And just rock and shift side to side. Now flip over onto your front. Some spinal extension work. So we're not going to use the circle for the first one. The first one will be nice and simple. So push the circle to the side. Bring the hands together. Make a pillow underneath the forehead. Take the elbows out wide. Keep the forehead gluing to those hands. Point the toes. Zip the legs together. Now 5 times I just want you to inhale, lift and open the chest. Exhale, lower back down. Keep the connection between hands and forehead as you inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 3 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Draw the navel. Exhale to lower. Last one, lift. Can we hold this for 5? Maybe lift the toes for 4. Contract the back body. 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Now take the circle. Place it out in front of you so one of the pads is down onto the ground. It needs to be a decent distance away so that when the hands reach out, one hand is on top of the circle, the other hand sits on top of the other hand. So you're extending through the arms. Point the toes, zip the legs together. Now as you push down into that circle, I want you to inhale, lift, draw the shoulders back and open the chest. Exhale, relax. Inhale, push down, lift back through the shoulders. So be proud as you can through the chest. Exhale to lower. Go for 3 more. Inhale to lift. Draw the chest forwards. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. On this last one, we're going to be holding, so push in to the circle, lift through the chest, proud through the chest for 3, for 2, and then 1. Slowly release. Take the circle out to the side and make that pillow again with the hands. Just rest the forehead. Just whilst we're here on our front, we're going to do a little bit more activation into the glutes. So bend the knees and bring the heels together. The knees can be slightly apart. Squeezing the heels together. Try and keep that pinch and that connection through the heels. I want you to draw the belly button in slightly. Now think about lifting the lower body the legs and the knees. As you kick the heels to the ceiling, keep the heels touching and bring down. Now kick up and bring down. Kick up and bring down. Now go for 10 fast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Just take yourself back into a child's pose. So stretch out the glutes and the lower back. If you like, you can even push into a down dog. So push down into the hands, lengthen all the way through the back of the hamstrings. Give the head a little shake. Just release any tension through the head, the neck, and the shoulders. And then you can come down. We're lying on our side. So we'll all start lying on our right hand side. Place the circle between the ankles, so just above the ankles. Imagine your body is in one straight line, so it's lined up to the back of the mat. Make sure the heels, the hips, and the shoulders are in one line. Rest onto the elbow or the forearm, or you can support the head, whichever works best for you. The left hand can be just inside of the front of the body, so just resting there in front. You're squeezing that circle. Now keep the squeeze on the circle, and I want you to pulse that top leg in. So we're pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the circle, squeeze the circle, lift the whole circle off the floor. So hold that circle up, working both sides of the obliques. Now pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Just reach down. Now take the circle so it's outside of the ankles and the ankles are pushing into the circle. Find that extension, that long line again. Left hand can just rest in front of the body or the chest. Pull the navel in and see if you can lift that right side waist. Now reach both legs off, but keep the tension on the circle, so you're hovering those legs long in space. Now pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest to the floor a moment. Reset, lift that right side hip, lift the waist so there's a slight gap beneath the right waist. Lift the legs again. We're going for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Reach down for the circle and roll over onto your back. Place that circle between the hands and reach it up to the sky. Similar to what we did before. So you're reaching that circle up towards the ceiling, but now I want you to curl the head, neck and shoulders up and stretch that circle as high as you can. As you extend the right leg away, create a long line. Bring the right leg back in, take the left leg away. So you're curling up and switching through the legs. So switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2. Keep that tempo going, but keep lifting through the upper abdominals. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the head, neck, shoulders down. Keep both legs pointing up to the ceiling. There's 5 double leg lowers here. Now these don't have to be huge movements. They can be tiny movements as long as you find the control. So draw the abdominals in and flatten the back towards the ground. If you want to reach the head, neck, shoulders up, if you want to curl up, you can. If it helps, you can slightly tilt the circle back onto a diagonal line. Whichever works best for you. I'm going to hold it back on a diagonal line. Now my legs are one leg, so squeeze the legs together. Draw the navel in, lower and hold. Squeeze the legs to bring it in. We're going to lower to hold. Squeeze the legs to bring it in. Lower, hold, squeeze the legs to bring it in. Last one, lower and hold. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug them in. Now place the circle between the ankles. So you're still lying on your back. The arms can come down by the side. So push the hands into the floor. Push the shoulders and the triceps into the floor. The legs are up towards the sky with the circle in between the ankles. And same, we're lowering. Again, the movement doesn't have to be big. Lift it back in. Go for 4 and lift. Go for 3 and lift. Make sure you're squeezing and lower and lift. Last one and lift. Bring the knees in. Release the circle to the side and just rock and shift. Release it out. Okay. So we led on our right before. Switch now so you're lying on your left. Our first exercise, we have the circle inside of the ankles. The legs are long. Position yourself so the feet, the hips, the shoulders are in one line. Lift that left side waist. You're resting on the elbow or the shoulder. Right hand just in front of the body. Now pulse that top leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet squeeze the circle. Can you lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Reach down. Now place the feet inside of the circle. So the outer ankles are pushing the circle. Keep that tension on the circle. We're going to lift up for 10, 9, 8. Remind yourself to lift that bottom waist for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Both legs down. Have a breather. Get ready to go again. Our last one into those obliques there. So reach both legs up and away. Lengthen the legs as you pulse. Lift. Lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Come and sit up for me. So take the legs out in front of you. Hold on to the circle. We've got a full roll here through the spine. So think about when you're standing, like we did at the start of the practice, how much you roll and move through the spine. We're recreating exactly the same thing, but we're on the ground. So the legs are out in front of you, sat in an L shape, reaching the circle up towards the sky, squeezing the circle in the palms of the hands. Not too tense that we're angry in the shoulders, but enough to find engagement underneath the armpits. Now from here, take a big inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the legs together, roll the tailbone down and curl the lower back all the way towards the floor. The circle will come overhead and tap the ground. Now breathe in, lift the head, neck, shoulders off the floor. Use all your strength to pull the abdominals in, but reach the upper body up, coming all the way into that L shape. So there's loads of work. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling again. Exhale, curl and roll down through the spine. Take your time. It should be really hard work. Extend the arms overhead. Try and keep the lower back flat. Inhale, reach up, curl up. Lift the shoulders off the ground. Curl through the upper back. Lift all the way into a tall seat. Exhale, tailbone tucks, abdominals in, and we start to roll back down. So really use the strength and the mobility through the spine. Inhale at the bottom, curl back up, pull the navel in, reach, lift up towards the ceiling as you grow tall. Exhale here. We'll take one more. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl down and in, tailbone under, lower abdominals, middle of the back, shoulder blades. Take the circle overhead, inhale. Exhale, curl back up, reach up, bring the shoulders off the floor, inhale to the ceiling, and then exhale, release. Now part the legs so they're in a V shape. Bring the circle just in front of you, and again you want the pad of the circle to be on the ground. Place the hands on top of the circle, maybe the other hand compared to how you did last time. Now we're going to lift the chest as we inhale, push down into the circle. Exhale, release and round into the upper back. Inhale, push into the circle, lift the chest. Exhale, round into the back. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the side of the waist, open across the collarbones. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale, lift the chest. We're lengthening through the spine, opening through the upper back again. Exhale, round. 1 more. Push down into the circle, lift. Grow taller through the side of the body, open more across the collarbones. And then release. Come and lie down onto your back. Very last exercise, although it's nothing strenuous, we're just going to use the circle to release the hips. So keep the left leg extended out and away. Take the right leg up to the sky. Foot comes into the circle. Hold the circle with the right hand. Now start by just opening the hamstring, lengthening the back of the leg. Set the shoulders down into the ground. So no stress, no strain in the upper body. Just open through that right leg. Using the circle to give you more reach without straining through the upper body. And then take the left arm out to the side. Anchor through that left arm and left leg. With the circle, guide the right leg out to the side to open the inner right thigh. So find that stretch and length through the inner thigh. If you can take it all the way to the floor, then great. If you can't, just hold it there. That's absolutely fine. Just breathe, open through the inner thigh. And then come back to center. Let the circle go to the side. Hug that right knee into the chest. Take the right arm out to the side and guide the knee across the body to the left for a full spinal twist. Just releasing, opening, lengthening through that right side. When you're ready, back to center. Now extend and release the right leg long. Take the circle, hold it around the top of the left foot, lengthen, extend, stretch through the back of the hamstring. Find space and open all the way through the back of the left leg, drawing the toes back to the face, trying not to strain through the chest or the shoulders. Take the right arm out to the side. With the left hand, guide the left leg out. Find that opening in the inner left thigh. We've done loads of work through the inner thighs and the hip flexors today, so really enjoy that release and that length. Come back to center, ditch the circle, guide the knee across the body for a spinal twist, and just take a few breaths here, making sure that we balance out both sides. We open through both sides of the waist. We always try and work through both sides of the body. Always trying to keep our practice nice and balanced. And come back to center. And you can lie back into a Shavasana. So just take the arms out to the side. Have the palms face up to the sky, to the ceiling. Let the feet roll out to the side. And I'm going to leave you here. If you want to just take a few moments of rest, We've worked super hard, so just enjoy a few moments of stillness, of silence. Notice all that space you've created in the chest and into the hips. Thank yourself for taking some time to practice and to work super hard for the last 40 minutes. Namaste. Thank you.